I think going out of your comfort zone is beneficial because it can help with anxieties and fears.
Coming out of your comfort zone is definitely beneficial. It helps you grow. It benefits you in many reasons. It helps you kind of explore.
I think getting out of your comfort zone is extremely beneficial to those who want to grow as people. And people don't grow and become better people in comfort. You got to step out of your comfort zone a little.
Yes, I think it is beneficial. Why? It gets you past it, your fears.
Time I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone is going to school for EMT. I mean, I was kind of nervous at first trying the whole thing out because, for one, like, I'm not a good test taking skills, like my nerves are shot, and trying to be outspoken with other people. I mean, but it's something that I always felt meant to be, so I had gave it a try. I did the course, and after taking the test, definitely flunked it, so it was definitely nerve-wracking. So I just kept pushing myself, and then eventually, like, I did end up passing. So I guess that's like one of the times. I mean, stepping out of my comfort zone because I'm not used to pushing myself. So this is like one of the things like I just knew I had to.
A time that I stepped out of my comfort zone was in my job field, where I had to hold presentations and train newly hired employees.
A time where I got out of my comfort zone was drawing people, because I like to draw, and I used to be terrible at drawing people, but I'm drawing people more and more, and I'm slowly improving with the different proportions and like ways of drawing, because I'm drawing in different poses, and I'm slowly getting better and better as I continue doing it.
I had to, with school, to step out of my zone, comfort zone, with patients that were on ventilators. It made me come out of my comfort zone by letting me be more comfortable with the patients that I had to go and see who were on ventilators. When I first started, I was scared to death, And at the end, I was much more relaxed, and it was a positive outcome.
Personally, me, I consider my safe place my room, or where I can take time to digest and relax. When it comes to like other people, my safe place can be those who are close to me, those who I fully trust, who I can just actually like sit down around and like relax and be myself.
The places I consider to be my safe zone is like, my house and my hobbies. It's where I can escape and just relax. And also my friends. You can let me be me.
I would consider spaces that bring me peace to be my comfort zones, places that I know I feel welcomed. Physically, I'd say my home, nature. I love being in nature, and just familiar places I go to often. Socially, I'd say my loved ones and my relationship with my loved ones, my friends, my family.
I guess some ways I protect my comfort zone is I don't let a lot of people in. A lot of people could know me, but they don't really know the real me. So I feel like with my friends, those who I consider my safe spots, I keep them protected because I am protective about, my comfort. I don't let anybody know what's fully going on until I know I can fully trust you.
Ways I protect my comfort is doing things that I know. Like things that aren't foreign to me.
I protect my comfort by nourishing the spaces that give me comfort. Physically, I'll decorate with the things I love. Relationship-wise, I'm pouring love into those relationships so that they stay nourished and well. I'll also make sure I don't force myself into environments that I know aren't for me or that make me uncomfortable. I try to really protect my peace.
I guess on a scale from 1 to 10, how comfortable I am going outside of my comfort zone, I would say a 5, only because it does get me very anxious because I'd be doing stuff that I'm not used to. And I guess sometimes, I would have to let people in to get to know other people or get new experiences. But even though it is anxious, I think it is also a good experience to expand not only your knowledge, but your experiences and what you see, what you hear, what you feel.
Sometimes I feel comfortable going out of my comfort zone. I think it depends on what I'm doing, because sometimes the situation could be more uncomfortable than something else.
I feel like it definitely depends on what it is, on how comfortable I am going outside of my comfort zone. It definitely is difficult for me sometimes. I get nervous going into new environments and new groups of people, but I really try to force myself out of my comfort zone a lot. So I feel like I definitely worked on that skill and gotten better at forcing myself to leave my comfort zone, and I love leaving my comfort zone. I feel like you can learn so much and grow so much as a person.
Courage to me is when you have a lot of guts to do something, but for yourself. So I want to say courage is just something that comes within. It's that strength that you can lean on or you might need to help you and support you to do whatever you need to do.
I think courage means doing something uncomfortable. I can execute courage by doing things even if they make me scared.
I feel like courage is definitely a skill, and that skill can grow over time and with practice. I feel like courage is just bravery and taking that leap to try something new or test your own limits as a person.
My name is Zoe, I am 23, and I have a fear of heights. Now I know this is a pretty common fear, so I do hope that some of you can actually relate to me because this is gonna be a day. I first learned that I was afraid of heights when I got my first job. I was 16 and I worked at Zoomies, which in my store, I don't know if this is for all stores, but all of the shoes were kept at the top of the store. So you would have to bring out this 8-foot ladder every time someone wanted to try on shoes, and I hated it. The first time I went up there, I was shaking, like, vigorously. I do think so much of this fear stems from the fear of falling, and it sucks that it really is just because I don't trust my own 2 feet. For some reason, when it involves my legs having to move, I can't. I freeze up. I had a similar experience when I first tried to drive. I didn't learn how to drive officially and be comfortable driving until I was 21, and I finally got my license at 22. So if I could face that fear, I really want to try to push my boundaries and at least try to trust myself a little bit more. I have a couple of activities planned, some that I am really nervous for, but I think having this camera on me and forcing myself to do this experience will really help. And I hope it does inspire some of you who are scared of heights or scared of other things that you know realistically you might be able to accomplish. I think you should go for it. So let's get into it.
So we're just gonna start off with the origins of my fears. Ladders. These, for some reason, like really do it for me, but we're gonna try. We're gonna test the waters. I might not make it very far. We'll start with the 6. I'm really scared, but let's just go. I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna go. Oh my God. I have to I honestly don't. I don't know if I could go on this one.
I think you can. I believe in you.
Okay, I did 1 foot. 1 foot. We're fine. We did it. It's fine.
Now
On to the
the
next.
8-foot ladder. Go.
I sound so upset about this, but I promise I wanted to do this, but I don't know. This is kind of terrible. Okay. I don't know.
I think one more step.
Can we?
Yeah, one more
Do we
step.
have to? Ah! Okay. Ah! Okay, I did
I
it.
think one more step. No,
No!
you gotta commit to the full step.
No.
You gotta commit to the full step. Look at you go. On top of the world.
Yay, I'm so excited. Hated that, but hey, we did something. So we're gonna head on over to a little fun special place with a fun special friend and do some more fun activities to try out. So now we are here at Urban Air in Willow Grove, which is a bit a ways away from PhillyCAM, but it is the perfect place to explore my fear of heights. Here's my friend Emily, who's a park lead here, and tell us a little bit about Urban Air.
Yeah, so I've been here about 7 years. It's an adventure park. We have the main thing is the Skyy rider, which you'll see up here. It's about 20 feet up in the air, so we'll try that and some other cool things.
There is these poles that I'm terrified of, and we're gonna see if I can work my way up to getting to the top eventually. But we're gonna
It's higher
warm
than
up
it looks.
Yeah, we're gonna warm up a little bit first because I don't think I can just start straight off with that. So let's start with the zip line. Y'all think I'm tall enough? I don't know, guys.
A little close. We might have to check up at the front.
Wait, I'm so excited. As this is supposed to be about my fear, but I'm excited.
You should be scared right now.
I mean, maybe once I start moving.
The kids go, "Is it fun?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm scared of heights."
Oh my God, oh my God. Hey, yay! Oh my God, ah! Rah! Oh my God, ah! Jesus. That was not funny. What if I just fell to my death right now? Ah! Am I supposed to be swinging around this much? This does not feel like I'm doing this right. Oh my God, this low-key does hurt my... We did it! I can't wuss out on camera, that's the problem. That's what's kind of motivating me right now, is that if I look
I'll show you up if you can't do it.
Huh?
So if I am to fall, how fast of the rate do you think I'll be falling?
It's slow. Slow falling.
See, you say that, but I think I'm gonna still shit my pants.
Well, you have to brace for impact for a second and then no, just go. Just go. You'll figure it out.
Okay, like what the okay. Dude, I'm already scared. Dude, this thing? Should I be holding on to this or what?
You don't have to. You can like grab onto the one in front if it's easier.
I don't even know if I can make it any further than I am right now. I'm gotta be dead ass. Like, this is like kind of scary. The fact that I'm this scared right now is like saying something.
You got this.
I don't know if I do, guys. Like, this is like,
You have to go to the top.
I don't think I can. This is like hard.
You got this, Zoe. I believe in you.
Okay.
One small step from Zoe.
Well, it's an even smaller step for mankind, apparently, because Emily's gonna show me up if I fail. Like, dude.
You do it. Just don't look up. Don't look down. Don't look down.
I feel like I have to look down because I'm gonna fall. Like, guys,
Just
this is
remember
big for me.
You're harnessed up.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, wait, guys.
It's okay.
No joke. I don't know if I can make it further than this one though.
You can though. That's
Guys, I don't know. Wait. Should I jump down now and then try again?
See, if you're scared of like the rate it falls, then try that first.
Whee! Okay,
See?
that's not bad.
So if you do get and then lose balance, then it's just gonna be like that.
I did just hit my head on the pool though, but it's fine. Low key, guys,
You
I'm
can
impressed
speed
with
run
myself.
this one.
Yeah. Now that I know, I'm not scared anymore. Look at me. Actually, I am. That's a lie. I'm going faster now though. Guys. Guys. Ah! Okay. Wait, guys, am I doing it? Okay. Oh. Ah! I did it!
You did it!
The fall down is kind of crazy though. Like, I can't lie.
Nice.
We're so proud.
I faced my fear, y'all. Honestly, it was pretty bad. Can't lie. But it wasn't that bad, you know? Like, it was scary, but manageable. Like, I feel like there's a point you reach where it's like you surpassed what you were scared of. So now it's like, might as well finish, you know? So we are back in the lovely city of Philadelphia, and we are at Sarah Green Park in University City. I wanted to close off here because it's a beautiful scene, and it's a great way to display that heights aren't that bad. I mean, they're still bad for me, but it's not that bad. I'm right by the edge, and I'm not shitting my pants anymore, so hey, we did that. You know, my therapist once told me when I was facing my fear of driving, she said that, you know, you could do everything right and still get in an accident. You can prep. Heck, you could even not be a driver. You could be walking, you could be a pedestrian and get hit by a car and be a part of a car accident. So it's really kind of unavoidable. Some things are just gonna go wrong and you just gotta accept that. So you can't let the things you're scared of dictate how you live your life. And I think it's worth a shot to push your boundaries, go to the top of a building, and just have some fun. So I'm proud of myself, and I think you should do it too. Yeah.
Going out of my comfort zone made me feel proud and accomplished, and into the future, it made me not nervous at all to do presentations or train people, and very confident.
Exciting. It definitely made me feel exciting because it just kind of like, it broadened my horizons with that one. Honestly, I think it's going to make me grow, become a better person, better helping people, because that's something I always love to do. So it's definitely exciting because I'm definitely going to have a better future with that.
The first couple of times that I ended up drawing people, it was really uncomfortable because I felt like they looked terrible. But as I did it more and more, I started slowly getting better, and I ended up actually thinking that my drawings were somewhat good.
By the time I left that clinical site, I was not afraid of them. It made me more relaxed.
Welcome back to From Every Angle. My name is Skyy Morrison, and this is Tamara Jackson. She is the founder of Hopeful Therapy and Consulting and has over 2 decades of experience specializing in trauma and chronic illness. How are you doing today, Tamara?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me today.
No, that's awesome. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about comfort zones and fears. So let's just jump right into the first question. Awesome. So to start it off, how do you define a comfort zone, and why do we as humans naturally gravitate towards it?
Sure. A comfort zone is psychological, right? It's that space where we build confidence, where, we understand what's going on in the environment in which we're navigating, where it's familiar, right? Mm-hmm. And so there is comfort zones, at least initially, are very healthy, I would say.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So would you say that staying in your comfort zone is always maybe a bad thing, or does it serve a purpose for us?
Definitely comfort zones serve a purpose, especially when we're trying to build confidence, right? Mm-hmm. Especially when we're growing kind of autonomy and things of that nature, right? When we're really coming into ourselves, I believe that comfort zones serve a huge purpose and that are healthy. Now, where it becomes a problem when we're growing, and naturally as humans we grow, but sometimes we stifle ourselves based on the fears or even the doubts that kind of come up when something new is introduced, and we are so comfortable in the spaces in which we've navigated, the relationships in which we've navigated, and even the tasks that we do day to day without any thought or real consideration, because it is almost like rote memory. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to apply a lot of effort, and in that there's no stress, right? Or there's little stress, and so.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, awesome. So I guess this piggybacks off of what you just mentioned, but why do people stay in their comfort zones even though when they know it's holding them back?
Sure. So some of the reasons why people stay in their comfort zones, as I mentioned before, it's a place of little stress, right? I don't have to push myself. I know what is expected of me. Like if we think of on a job or something like that, I know my day-to-day task, right? Nothing new, nothing. I can do it almost how you hear us people say all the time. I can do this job with my eyes closed, right? And in some extent, that's good, right? You've become proficient. You can even say you're an expert, right? But in order to grow and to really expand, even if we stay in the area that we are in, again, using a job as an example, there's still other ways that we should be growing for our own selves, yet alone, being able to take advantage of opportunities that the company may be offering and such.
Yeah, exactly. So, I would say that comfort zones kind of stem from a fear that someone might have. Would you agree to that?
I think sometimes it's a fear. Absolutely, right? And I know always the default when we talk about fear, especially when it comes down to going to a next step, we think of the fear of failure. But some people have the fear of success, right? With success, there is responsibility, right?
Yeah.
So both and fear of failure, fear of success, unknown expectations. Again, in a comfort zone, I know what to expect. Nothing is new. Nothing is going to be too unfamiliar. And it's nothing that if something does change, nothing that I can't immediately adjust from. When we're branching out to something new, everything is unfamiliar again. But the thing is, our comfort zone is what it is, right? But the great thing is when we do take the leap to learn new skills or branch off, we have the opportunity and even an invitation, I like to say, to expand our comfort zone, because everything won't always be unfamiliar in that new setting. That skill won't be something that we have to think about so concretely all the time. It'll be a point where we get good at it, right? Especially if we keep with it. And so it gives us the opportunity to expand our comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, awesome. So just piggybacking off of fear, like when we experience fear, what exactly are we referring to? Like what's going on in our like brains or like our bodies?
Well, a couple of things, right? So there's the whole notion of fight or flight, right? It can be literally we go into a space, something doesn't feel right. Our body tells us something is going on in this environment and I am not safe, right? And so that is important. Equally, though, there is a psychological fear. Again, trying this new thing, I may not be successful, or I may be successful, and what does that mean, right? What does that say about me if I am unsuccessful? What is going to be asked of me if I am successful? So I think it's both environmental and psychological, you know, where they can be physical and something that we deal with internally.
Right. Okay. That's very interesting. So based off of that, like how can you tell the difference between fear that's protecting you and like a fear that's limiting you?
Very good question.
Yeah.
With a fear that is protecting you, usually it is easy to find or to identify the target, right? I came into this room and all of a sudden I feel uneasy. Okay, I was fine up until this moment. So what is it in this environment that has me feeling unsafe, right? So we can identify the target.
Yeah.
Right? With one that is psychological, I would encourage some individuals, like see a therapist if that is what somebody is into, of course, to help kind of work with them. But equally, to kind of do a float back of when you started having this fear. Is this something that was ingrained by a message that you received when you was younger, right? And it's an old script, as I like to say, right? That I need to start inserting purposefully some positive things into what that negative limitation may be feeding me.
So would you say like that's the first step you would recommend to someone to overcome their fear?
Yes. Try to identify where it's coming from.
Okay, awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your input today. I really appreciate everything today. Yeah.
And thank you for having me again.
Yeah, thank you so much.